Tonight, we're hosting the first of 3 voter education segments designed to learn more on the issues that are important to older voters in Arizona. The focus tonight is on Social Security, and we have a panel of 3 registered voters, Mary Lynn Kelly, Lisa Kuby, and Mike Taborn. Good to have you all here. Thank you for joining Arizona Horizon.
Thank you.
Mary, we'll start with you. Social Security, how important an issue is this to you?
You know, it's interesting because when Social Security is important to everybody because it's your money. And everybody is sensitive about that and wants to be aware. But when I started to think about what I truly understood about it, I went back to my research thinking, I don't know how this is, except for when I heard it come up and how it's going to be treated, or the fact that it would disappear in the year 2032. Is that the year they're
Something
estimating
along
right
those,
now?
yeah, that kind of fluctuates.
It
But
started to pay it.
an important
Yeah,
issue
I
to
started
you.
to pay
Lisa,
attention.
how important to you?
I receive it. So it is.
Yes.
Yes, very important. And I think that what people forget is that since I was, 16, I've been paying into it. It is really not an entitlement. It's our money. And that's what worries me, because people lose track of that.
Yeah, Mike, is it a single issue to you, or is it pretty close?
It's pretty close. I mean, I think in general, I'm very, very important, because I think it's kind of a fair. I agree, it's kind of a fair thing to do, and also quite a bit of the money. Interesting enough, as people talk about giving it to older, your parents or whatever.
Yes.
You know, the money comes right back into the economy. So I mean, I think that's something that's not talked about very much.
Okay, a candidate says, Mike was sticking with you. My candidate says that Social Security funding needs to be overhauled. The formula needs to change. Is that something you want to hear?
I would be hesitant to see what they're gonna do about that, right? Because once they start getting the debate about that, then other things start to fall, and you have to figure out how it's going to work.
What do you think, Lisa? Is that kind of talk interesting to you? Something you would?
I think it's vital. Right now, the cap, we get, I think, taxed 6.2% from our income. And it stops at 160,000. So if you're a wealthy person who makes more than 160, it's a gravy train for them. So I feel that the limit should be raised.
Okay, so the idea of an overhaul sounds attractive to you. Does it sound attractive to you?
I'm hesitant to say an overhaul, because whenever you have an issue, let's say you're a healthy person, you go to the doctor and they tell you you have an issue, you start to pay attention to how you would fix it. You don't say, I'm just going to cut off your legs because you need knee surgery. That's how I view this. I feel myself to be more of a scientist, so I would study it and kind of pay attention to. We've got some extraordinary people in the world, Republican, Democrat, Independent. If you have a conversation about the goals of it and the opportunities to make it more efficient, better, in every way that we've ever tried to fix a problem, I don't mind fixing it, but being legitimately. I don't like this bumper sticker fighting.
Well, let's talk about a way to fix it, because a lot of folks think that privatization of Social Security is the way to go. If I'm a candidate and I espouse that, what do you think?
I am upset. Privatizing is a very odd thing to me, because it's almost like what they're doing right now with healthcare. If you have a venture capital company that is investing in a hospital, they're at odds with the goal of the hospital, and I feel that that may be the case.
Lisa, privatization of Social Security, does that attract you?
Not at all. I think it makes it very risky. At this point now, we have the certain amount guaranteed every year. And the stock market right now is booming, but it also doesn't boom. And
Yeah.
then what would happen?
Mike, privatization, does that turn off to you?
That's a turnoff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, what about the idea of increasing the retirement age?
That's an interesting thing. I think actually increasing retirement age is 1 to 2 to 3 years actually be reasonable, considering the health of people now is older. Because one of the things also would help is people hiring people. Because right now, since 65 is that magic number, then a lot of corporations look at that as being the time you kind of roll people out. If you actually had an age that was like, let's say 68, right? Then people would, I think the mindset would be different, and so they'd say, oh, I can still use 68-year-olds in these spots.
Yeah. What do you think, Lisa?
That's a fascinating point. I do like that, but in general, I don't like the idea, because I am a nurse and people say our life expectancy is higher. And so that's the rationale. And actually, our life expectancy is going down. And the other thing is most people who take an earlier retirement is because they are not doing white-collar jobs.
Yes, yeah, the idea of raising the retirement age.
I don't like it because it feels like you're just tossing in a random solution to not looking at the factors. Just raising it just moves the bar around, and we might get to the point where our average lifespan is 100. So then where do we move it? It just, like Lisa said a minute ago, it's kind of like our own personal, it feels a little bit more like our savings account.
Right.
So playing around with it seems odd.
Okay, real quickly here, I need a really brief answer. Anything that we've talked about right here would sway you to or against a candidate?
Yes, privatization would make me not vote.
What do you think,
for that.
Lisa?
Oh, definitely.
So that is a big mover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anything that we talked about would really, I mean, really move you for or against a candidate?
Well, I agree here. I mean, privatization would definitely turn me off.
Yeah,
Whoever's,
yeah. And an important issue. It sounds like an important issue to all three of you. Good conversation.
Thank
It's good to
you.
have
Well,
you all
thank
here.
you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your input and your time.